Good health to you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Next we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
Well, if it's food you need, go and ask in the kitchen. But if you want something else, I can't help. One of the villagers might know.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on them, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
It's just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kubila?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord to take such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see. That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to a siege, but Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, aren't they?
Not just looking.
Good luck to you.
We're safe.
Safe?
And you ripped one
Sigismund and his
out
heathen
of it and
cutthroats will
battered
come
them
out of the
all with
woods
it.
any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come
Nobody
back.
could do
Why
that.
would they?
I swear
We'll
to
stay
God,
here overnight
that's
to be on the
exactly
safe
what
side
I
and go
heard from
back
that
to the
merchant.
fields tomorrow.
Fuck.
By tomorrow
We're
morning,
scared, sir.
all
That's
our
fine,
heads will
skin
be
out.
on spikes.
Aye, we
What
surely
in God's
did.
name are you on about?
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort. Where did you hear that nonsense?
Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about it.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry, but I reckon Votava the pond keeper wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
After talking to you, I went and had a
Goodbye.
good look around my own place.
You know what my old man
Now I'm
said.
sorry I did.
Nothing ever
How's
goes
that?
always
The roof is only
knows
fit
the
for
head
firewood.
like hook.
Half the rafters are rotten on the north side, and on the south, the beetles have riddled them with poems.
Damnation!
No, I
That's a
didn't know she did
nuisance.
that.
It'll all
She
have
only
to be
started not long
replaced.
ago.
That's
Always in the At least the rest of the house is all right. She sits down and gets on. Roof. She's quite deft at it by now.
I'm not surprised. Betty was always good with her hands.
You're right there. Anyway, I showed a couple of pieces she made last time to old Tonda from Tabor, the one I buy goods from. And he said right away he'll take them. And how much do I want for them?
Well now.
I was surprised myself, but I wasn't sure Betty would even want to sell them. So I asked for a high price, and he says, that's fine, and started counting the coin right there and then.
Just like that? What I heard about him, he's a right skinflint. And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine. Even more when I told her Tonda will take everything she makes.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts. Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Good luck then.
Greetings. What do you need? Goodbye. God be with you. Do you need anything? Good luck then.
My respects to you.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votova, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Tamberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere. God be with you.
Aye.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votova is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since. Good luck to you.
Never mind for the soldiers. Sigismund's moved on and we've got nothing to worry about. And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. So stop working yourself. Good health to you. Good luck to you.
Everything points to it, can't you see? Nothing to worry about. And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. So stop working yourself. Everything's fine, and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts. Everything will be all right. Got it?
I suppose.
Then the wind blows what we think. Next. Well, go for you.
Good morning. Goodbye.
Good day to you. What do you need?
God bless.
Good God! What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it. Good luck, then.
I'm getting desperate now.
Why is that? For the love of God.
You know what my old man is like. Nothing ever good enough for him. Always turning his nose up at everything I cook.
You'd think he had blue blood. What is it this time?
He brought me a hare and said, make something special with it.
Ah, picky is he?
That's putting it mildly. I can't do it in cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic.
Sigismund
Hates
and his
mustard,
heathen
and bacon
cutthroats will
is
come
too
out of the
common
woods any
for
time
him.
now and slaughter us all.
I see.
They won't come back.
That's a nuisance.
Why would
Can you
they?
think of anything I can do with
We'll
it?
stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to
Look,
the fields tomorrow.
It's all about the seasoning.
Tomorrow morning,
Just
all our heads will
roast
be
it
on
with a
spikes.
bit of lard, the
What
same
in
as
God's
usual.
name are
but
you
add
on
some
about?
rosemary and
I
ginger.
hear that's what them foreign soldiers do.
The best
And
thing
worse.
for hair.
They do
I heard
nothing
it
of
from
the
a
sort.
travelling merchant. He had
did
it
you
in
hear that
Prague. He said it was
nonsense?
delicious.
Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about
I'll
it.
try it.
Nobody's
If he
going
doesn't
to
like
attack
it,
us.
I'll lock
Never
him in the
mind
hen
foreign
coop so he'll have a
soldiers.
proper appetite next time.
Sigismund's
That'll
moved on
ruffle
and
his
we've got
feathers for him.
nothing to worry about.
Maybe you should
And we
have
can
done
always
that a
come
long
and
time
take
ago.
shelter here at the
You're
castle.
right there.
Anyway, you said yourself.
The stump of that elm you've got there. You're going to dig it out.
Good health to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Satisfied?
That's too much.
All right. And now?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
That's a sum I can live with. Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Are we agreed?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
That's a sum I can live with.
And we have 2 popes.
Why are you here? Bugger off! Good morning. Take care.
Or that weasel of a woman. Who knows what she's like? For all anyone knows, she might be some wild woman of the woods.
Ha! Not likely. We've already got all the wild woodland women at home ourselves. Oh, except in fact, he's got a she-dragon.
So my wife's brother finally paid back the dozen groschen he owed me. What, you mean the money you lent him last winter? He took his time. He did. But I didn't want to upset the old woman by chasing him for it. It's better never to lend money to kin. It's always a nuisance. That's just what I said to him. Oh, how did he take that? He took it, well, like a man. It was the wife that flew into a rage. Called me a tight-arsed old
It's
stinking
terrible what's
billy
going on
goat.
in our land these days.
I'd never hear the end of the world if I didn't lend him the coin.
Mark my words.
I'd like to have seen
Heaven
that.
forbid.
Well,
Everything
at
points
least he
to it,
paid
can't
it
you
back
see?
in the end. He did. But
Freezing winters,
I said he might
for
throw in a
harvest, and now
groschen or
we've
2
armies
more for
invading
all
and
the
pillaging.
I
I
had to wait.
Judgment Day.
And he near bit my head
And
off.
we have 2 popes.
You can't choose your kin, eh?
Man.
Isn't
Aye.
that God's truth?
We'll be stricken
Christ's
like Sodom
sake.
and Gomorrah.
Where did you hear such a thing? I hear our scouts found a fresh pile of human bones at the edge of Scalit's Woods. Mary, Mother of God, preserve us.
Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. So stop working yourself up. Everything's fine, and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts. Everything will be all right. Got it?
I suppose.
God be with you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
God be with you. Farewell.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege. Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing. I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. But you probably know him better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord. May the Lord watch over you.
Good morning. Take care.
Good morning. Goodbye.
Good morning.
That was a close thing this morning, eh?
If you knew Sir Divish like I do, you wouldn't be so concerned. Being imprisoned might have injured his health, but there's no one can rival him for cleverness and cunning.
Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave in Prague a few years back. Folk still talk of how he settled the dispute between Father Peck and Sir Pshibik. May the Lord watch over you.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial? My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujit, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks.
God bless.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. God be with you.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
That's not enough.
Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded. Yep.
My lady?
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. That's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
I'm Sir Robar's messenger. He's sending me to Ujis to find out if Sigismund's army has been giving them trouble.
I might believe you if I knew who you were. Who the hell are you?
I'm Yannick of Malashov. I haven't been here long, but if you had your eyes open, you would have noticed me. Now open the fucking gate, or I'll have to go and get Sir Robard, and you wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh, all right, all right. May the Lord watch over you.
What was that noise?
I hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Sorry, but I'm not going to teach you for that price.
What's...
Looks like they've already gone. Jesus.